Hi guys, I'm back. Welcome to North Oxford Garage. Today we pick up a GSA and we'll be demoing that for the next couple of months. See how we get on. Pete's here from Barnstormer Maidenhead. Unfortunately, Barnstormer Maidenhead's closed. He's migrated across here and so have half his customers. Come and have a look at the new GSA.
Hey Nick.
There you go.
Big day arrives.
Big day arrived.
Here it is.
What's under the cover?
Machine. Well, potentially, I think what's under that cover is maybe your new bike.
Well, thanks for sorting it out. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to, believe it or not, take it home and take it apart again, just like we did the last one, showing people how to put their bits and pieces on, whether in off cameras, jiggies, whatever. That's what we're going to do.
Perfect.
Clippity clip, off it comes.
Let's do that on the first one out.
First one out today?
First one out today.
Yep.
Not another one's been on the road since. Not even our demo. So you've got yours before our demo.
So this is the first one out of the dealer, fresh off before launch. Launch is Saturday. So anybody wants to get down here for Saturday, North Oxford BMW, come and see Pete. Saturday 2nd. So today we're going to be riding it, demoing it. I've not ridden it yet. I've looked at it, I've sat on it, I've stroked it, but that is it. Let's go. Well, here we go, Pete.
Here it is. Big day reveal. Right, here comes the big reveal.
Hey, I wanted the red one.
Here it is. All new, R1300 GSTE.
The first thing anybody does when you buy a new bike these days is you bang one of these on. Yeah, ready? This is the Chiggy version in replacement of the BMW device, unfortunately. Pete, unfortunately.
Thanks, mate.
Hang on a sec, hang on. No. Rich.
Chiggied it up.
We chiggied him up. So this bike is ready to go. It's non-height adjust.
Non-height adjust, exactly what we said.
So
all ready to go. All the controls have been set up for you already. The only thing we would need to do is connect your phone if you want to connect your phone up to the bike. Apart from that, obviously you see all your chiggies now on there.
Yep.
The cruise control still the same from last time.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Everything's the same. Still quick action button from the same. Difference is obviously tank capacity now. You've still got your phone holder in there. Nothing's changed there.
30-litre tank, only as good as the people you're touring with.
That's correct. Yeah, last thing you want is to be going out with anyone with an 18-litre tank or a sports bike, because it'll be all over and done with.
Luggage wobble plate. Stop the bike vibrating. Lithium battery.
Lithium battery, all standard.
Which hopefully will be okay.
So let's put it outside, ready for you.
Let's get it outside.
Right, it's all attached, ready to go.
Let me wheel her out.
Let's open the door for you.
Happy with that, Rich?
Yeah,
Like the colour?
yeah, I really like the colour. Shall I try sitting on it?
29-inch inside leg. Let's see.
Does it look big next to me?
You make the bike look big, mate.
Right, Pete, get ready to catch it.
Ready.
So,
Ready.
hey, look!
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so
That fits perfectly.
yeah, perfect. No, and you're leaning it that way. Put it upright. So far,
But that's at 890. We can get the seat
Whoa.
down to 800.
absolutely no way could I.
But you could get the seat
Get on
down to
that.
800.
How do you get the seat to 800? What's it on, low or high now?
It's in the low setting at the moment.
So how do you get the seat lower?
No, you can't physically get the seat there at the moment from here. If you wanted to change the seat, you could put a lower seat on the bike.
Oh, I see. You could get a lower
You do
seat
have the adaptive bike control bike, which will be an up and down bike.
if he had that option. Yeah.
Well, I think it's a thing of beauty. The press pictures made it look like a couple of shoe boxes welded together with an ice box. But in the flesh, it's something nice, isn't it?
Beautiful. What a beautiful bike.
So we're over at North Oxford. We're with Pete from Barnstormer. Unfortunately, Barnstormer's closed. Pete's over here. I've come over from Henley, 35 minutes away. Anybody in the South Oxfordshire area, Henley-on-Thames, Maidenhead, give Pete a call. You remember him?
I'm always here.
Testing. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go. So have you got the nav on, Rich? Good to go. Follow you, Rich. Let's go. Pete's put it in Dynamic Pro, thank you. Oh, it's weird being it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange being up high. And no height adjust. Have to get used to that. But yeah. Yeah, she's a bit heavier. Little bit heavier. But God, does she dive in? Jesus. She dives in like a swallow. Definite presence of a nice big tank here. And a lot of wind protection. This electric screen has gone up. Yes. Wow. It's a GSA, but it rides like a GS. I don't feel that weight at all. At all. Amazing how the engine does sound different. It does sound different, totally, Richard. Well, let's see what she's like weaving. Richard just shouted in my ear saying, watch out for those crash bars, they stick out. Well, he's right, they do stick out quite a bit. Oh, it's a nice place to stand. I'm so pleased about this lack of rattliness coming up from the engine casing being made of paper. That's the other good thing about this 1300 engine, is just plodding along in fourth gear there. I didn't even notice. There's me looking at the trees going, oh, look at the lovely trees. Just chugging along in fourth, not minding anything. Again, the standing position is just phenomenal. I just feel like I could stay here. You feel protected. You feel like someone's got a bloody great umbrella in front of you. This transition visor on this Clone helmet isn't changing quick enough, that is for sure. Dropping in and out of these light and dark patches. Ah, Richard was talking about floods. New bike's going to get wet. Wrong side of the road. Avoiding the wet. I've got to clean it. Well, it's arrived. It's here. Long awaited. Been waiting for this since December 15th last year when the current GS arrived. And I said, that's not right. What's going on? Why have they built me a motocross bike? This is where I wanted to be, right here. So thanks, Pete, at North Oxfordshire Motorrad for sorting this out for me. Really appreciate it. Any of you guys in and around Thames Valley in South Oxfordshire, go and see Pete. He used to be a barnstormer. He'll help you out with all your needs. 35 minutes from Henley. Get yourself over there. Anyway, moving on to this. It's not the featherweight of the old GS, well, the current GS, the 1300 current. It is 249 kilograms and it is a beast. But when you ride it, courtesy of the boxer engine and the low slung cylinder heads, it literally dives into the bends like not a whale, like a swallow. It's like riding the 1300, but obviously this is the GSA. Yes, it's heavier, but once it's rolling, forget the weight. It's just phenomenal. I'm not saying that because I've got one stuck on my driveway. I'm saying that because I'm really, really pleased. I've just done 150 miles on it today. We picked them up this morning from Oxford, went off into the Cotswolds, and now we're back in Henley having a chat about it in the sunlight, the last of it. So yeah, I'm chuffed to bits. This is, it's a big bike. There's a lot of protection on it. You don't feel the wind at all. The screen's bigger, the ears are bigger. I call these the ears, the ugly bits. You don't feel the wind. Even with my Adventure helmet, it doesn't buff it at all. So yeah, here it is. Let's go over a few bits. Okay, the first thing that struck me about this bike when I first saw it is the press photos made it look absolutely terrible. They made it look like a shoebox fused together with an icebox and very angular. I'm quite pleased it isn't. These, it might look on camera, but this is very rounded. It really does blend in well. My wife said it looks like something from the 1980s with shoulder pads. I think she's quite right. It does. But the way these lines actually do curve on the camera, that doesn't really show up. So in person, it's not as icebox. This is the icebox, and this is the shoebox bolted together. It's not as angular as it looks. So when you see it, everyone says, wow, God, it looked awful in the photos. The photos don't do it justice. It is stunning, and everyone's saying it is stunning. So here it is. Come and see it. Don't be shocked. It's beautiful. This is the triple black. This is the weave paint of the triple black. This is varnished over the top. Lacquered, sorry, over the top. All this is lacquered as well, unlike the GS, which we've just seen from December 15th, which basically has stickers on top. There's a sticker there, but that's no big. That can live. But the build quality is totally different. It just seems to be put together a little bit better. I don't know why it feels different. I think it's got little things like this box lid on the other GS. You know, that is solid now. It wasn't before. It was like something I used to take to school and keep my jam sandwiches in. So that has changed. The whole solid feel of it is back. You know, the beak itself, it's two great big chunks screwed together. It's not a angular piece of plastic. They've made it worth 22 grand this time. I don't believe the GS, when it came out in last year, December, was actually worth that. I think they need to try a bit harder. But here it is. What I'm talking about now is the shape, how it looks. It's a pleasant surprise. It really is a real pleasant surprise. It's really, really, really pretty. People want to know, is it sporty? Well, yeah, it is. It's got 149 Newton meters of torque. It is. That low down grunt you get from that boxer engine, the torque is phenomenal. And the sporty feel, the way it drops in like the new GS with the new chassis, it's the same chassis, they just lengthened it slightly for give the passengers a bit more room here. This whole subframe here is slightly longer, so you've got more room in the cockpit for long distance touring. But yeah, it is sporty. Once you get used to the fact that you feel like you're on a big bike when you sit on it, it really does dive into those bends. It's not a wallowing whale, it zips in and feels more like a swallow the way she fires herself into the bends. which is a big surprise and certainly very pleasing. The question you're all asking yourself is, how does something this big feel so sporty? Come on, Nick, you must be talking rubbish. It really is about the Boxer engine and the low centre of gravity. It's about that. It's the old GSA. You could throw that into a bend, yeah, and you'd have to 90-mile-an-hour bend if you found one. You'd be counter steering into that bend and forcing it through. But this just drops in. You don't have to fight it through. It is a sporty beast. It really is. It's not. I'm not making it up. It is a sporty beast. How they've done it, it's a shocker. You think when you added all that weight, when you added a full tank of fuel, 30 litres, you'd be top heavy, but no, it's all about the Boxer engine and the low centre of gravity. It's still helping out, even with all this weight. So no, yes guys, it is a sporty beast. It definitely is. You can ride this, you can wheelie it, you can ride this fast, you can wheelie it. It'll do a clutch up wheelie in third gear. Go figure. So yeah, it is a sporty beast. This is a manual version. That sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Yeah, this isn't an automatic version. It's available in ASA, automatic shift assist. I've ridden that bike, and this one was chosen for me because I decided that we're off to Morocco. So I decided that I didn't want the complicated clutch system. But I've ridden it, and it's fantastic. If you've got a bit of arthritis coming, you've not got great use of your left leg, you've had an accident, whatever, ASA will be phenomenally easy to ride. I'd really like to try it in this, just to check. I've ridden it in the lighter baby sister of this, the 1300 GS, and I loved it, absolutely love it. Check out the video that's going to be up here or up here. But yeah, don't forget, this is available in ASA. Go to the dealer, go and see Pete, go and see Ben, go and see Clayton at North Oxford, and ask them to let you ride it. They will have one, and you should ride that before you make the decision that you want a clutch, because it's a game changer. 100% is a game changer. Go and have a look. Go and ride them both. I implore you to do that before you just go, I'll have one. Try it, and make your own decision. It might suit your style, where you are in life, how strong you're feeling. I was this close, so next one possible. But yeah, so that's it. It's available in SA. Try it. That's my advice. Okay, ergonomics, 870 up to 890, and you can get a lower seat to get this down to 800. Richard tried it earlier. He's got a 29 inside leg, which makes him a little bit short, and he was tiptoeing. He couldn't ride it. But this down to an 800 millimeter seat height, I think the shorter rider will be able to ride it. And obviously, don't forget, you can get automatic lowering. So I haven't got it on this for various reasons, but it's available, and it will go down to 800 mil. Remember, 800 mil. That is not a lot. That is way big. So give it a go. Shorter rider, try it. Okay, off-road. Well, that's a different kettle of fish. This is a big bike. I took it off-road today. We're off-road for about an hour. Did I like it? Not really. These are the wrong tyres for one, but I will say, once it's moving and up and running, got some good grip, this is really a fire track road. You know, the GS Challenge in Australia, they'll be all over this. This'll do. This'll eat that for breakfast. But anything a bit more technical, no chance. This is a heavy bike. You start getting it wrong and trying to stop with this bike, it's all over. You're dropping it. It's heavy. So more technical stuff, you're going to need its baby sister, the GS, not this. That is for sure. And that I found out today. When we went to Spain, I took the GS through the mountain pass there. We were hitting boulders like this. The front end was bottoming out. So I got the wrong suspension when I ordered it. But hey, I noticed that bike just ate it up. This could not do that. It's too heavy. Those boulders would just crush them. It would just be a nightmare. So this is to me, I may be wrong, this is a fire track bike, long sweeping tracks, dirt, gravel, anything like that. But technical, forget it. It's not the bike. You've got to be looking for something else. But this will eat the deserts up in Australia and long fire track roads anywhere else. So that's my advice on this. And I've just done it today. And after a while, I got hot, bothered, and I wanted to come back. I said to Richard, I've had enough of this. You'll see on the drone footage on this video. This is enough. And that was just manhandling it, turning it around. It nearly did end up on the deck because I got it wrong. There was a bloody great hole in the grass, but that wasn't on film. So it nearly ended up on the deck. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, that's my advice. If it's going to be technical, not to this bike. You need the smaller one. Now, back in December last year, I stood there and the GS came wheeling out and I looked at it and said, what is that? Why? What's happened to the GS? Well, it happened and everyone called it ugly, but it grew on us. This is what I've been waiting for. This is the GS. It's got its GS-ness back. It's got its panache. It's got its presence. When you walk away from this bike, you will be looking back at it. This bike will win you over. Go and ride it. Go and look at it. I was stood there today in the showroom where guys were coming out because it was outside while we were getting ready. 3 or 4 guys come up and go, wow, that's amazing. Look at this weave tank. That's amazing. It's not as angular as I thought it was. This will win you over. It's the best bike in the world, and tell you what, it's going to stay there for sure. So that's my opinion anyway. It's a winner. It's 100% winner. We've got the GS back that we lost a year ago. It's back. It's here to stay. Suspension travel, 190 on the front, 200 on the rear. Not a lot. You can get the sport pack for this. That'll lengthen it a bit, but it's more than ample. That's that on the suspension. Right, let's grab the camera and walk about it because there's nothing on it. So this is the triple black with the weave tank. Now that is a thing of beauty. Look at the weave in there. And this one's got the black bars on it with these ears. And what they do is they stop it from going all the way over. If they weren't there, I reckon that would be touching. This one's got the radar on the front. Cruise control radar. But look at its presence. Those lights as well. They're all white LED. No one knew that till today. They are super bright, all of them, including the running lights here. They don't just look like they've been bolted on for fun. They're part of it. They create road presence. This one's also got the indicators up the top. No bike for me is complete without a chiggy. There's the chiggy, and there's the sports screen. I know it's a bit bright out here now. And the cockpit. Well, the cockpit is something else from this position. It is wide. This is for your phone or anything else you want. Look at this. This is just so much thicker. It's not thin. It takes some serious closing. The cockpit is just phenomenal. And this one's fitted with side alert. So anyone coming on the inside, a little triangle there. You probably can't see that. And this is the frame that they made differently to the current GS. They've made it longer. So there's more area here for your wife's arse or your tent. Personally, I go with tent, but yeah. And there's a bit more room here, I think. I'm not totally sure about that. I think they've done it here, from here to here. This one comes with luggage rack. There's a connector there because there's a light in the BMW luggage box. Personally, I'm going to put Lone Rider on this for a tour. And this has got a wobble plate on it. So that moves left and right, which takes the shake out of the bike, the buffeting out of the bike. sorry, when it's moving along the motorway. Now these are a head scratcher. Let's leave it off. So there we go. You can take this rear luggage rack off, which will give it a bit cleaner lines, but I think there'll be some aftermarket stuff that you might want to keep that on. It's also got power for the side boxes because they're on automatic, remote locking. This one's got the spoked wheels, not the forged wheels. And then the exhaust I hate, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So there she is, guys, girls. She is a beast. Let's put this back on the tripod. An absolute beast. I'm convinced it's going to win everybody over. I'm convinced it's going to be BMW's bestseller again. I absolutely love it. I was a bit worried I was going to find it a bit heavy, but I didn't. I don't. And why the hell won't that go on? So go and try one, guys. Go and try one, girls. Just see what I mean. See how it does just dive into the corners. If you've ridden the standard GS, it rides similar, but just with a little bit more weight. But it still dives in. It really does. It just drops into the bends, which is fantastic. It holds its line absolutely perfectly. It is superb. I'm not going to bleat on any longer. That is it. This is a superb bike. I'm so pleased to have it here for a while, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to take it apart as well. So I'm going to show you how to fit your chiggies. I'm going to show you how to fit your in-offs. I'm going to show you how to fit your easy cans, your sound bums. I'm going to pop these panels off, this panel off, these, not tank, don't need to do that. Basically show you what's about. I'm hoping that because they've lengthened this slightly, there's a bit more room in there, because there is no room in the GS. There should be a little bit more room in the GSA. And I'm hoping also that somewhere in here, we can hide a sound bomb split, which would be absolutely superb. So previously, as you probably remember, anyone that follows me, I drilled a hole in the seat, which wasn't ideal. They didn't like that. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe. There will be a lot more content on this bike. I'm getting out the screwdriver as of next week. All this stuff's coming off. Look at this rubber stuff here. That is just superb. You can put your coffee on there. Pull up at Starbucks, rest your coffee. There you go. She's here. Wow. Waited a year. Finally got one. Thanks again. North Oxford BMW Motorrad. Pete, you're a genuine superstar. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you very much.